Hold on to your seats, Champions League fans, because the excitement is about to hit a whole new level. The name on everyone's lips? Robert Lewandowski. He's not just making waves, he's a one-man storm, leaving defenders scrambling and fans in awe. Lewandowski isn't just playing football, he's rewriting the rulebook. But what makes him the unstoppable force everyone's watching this season? Stick around as we dive into what makes this goal-scoring machine truly legendary. Let's rewind to September 13th, 2011, a date that ignited the legendary rise of Robert Lewandowski. Clad in Borussia Dortmund's iconic black and yellow, the young Polish striker stepped onto the UEFA Champions League stage for the first time. Though a rookie, Lewandowski carried himself with a quiet confidence that hinted at the greatness to come. It didn't take long for him to prove he belonged. Fast forward to October 19th, 2011, when Dortmund faced Olympiacos. Down on the scoreboard, the 74th minute became Lewandowski's moment to shine. With ice-cold composure and pinpoint precision, he delivered a stunning goal, a glimpse of the relentless goal-scoring machine the world would soon revere. That strike wasn't just another goal, it was the opening chapter of a Champions League saga that would leave goalkeepers across Europe trembling. In those early Dortmund days, it was Lewandowski's determination that set him apart. Where others faltered, he thrived. By the 2012-2013 season, he had solidified himself as Dortmund's attacking talisman, leading the charge to the Champions League final. But it wasn't just skill that fueled his rise, it was his unmatched mental toughness. Even as a young player, Lewandowski displayed every quality of a star destined to dominate the competition's fiercest battles. This was just the beginning of what would become one of the most remarkable careers in Champions League history. Before the football world hailed Robert Lewandowski as one of its greatest, he was quietly crafting his legend at Borussia Dortmund under the watchful eye of Jurgen Klopp. It all began in 2010, when Dortmund signed young Polish striker from Lech Poznan for just €4.5 million, a deal that seemed modest at the time but would soon become a football masterstroke. Lewandowski's rise wasn't a meteoric explosion, it was a patient, calculated climb. Starting as a supporting player, his first season saw limited starts, yet he still managed to find the net 9 times, an early glimpse of the brilliance Klopp had spotted. Fast forward to the 2012-13 Champions League campaign, and Lewandowski was no longer in the shadows. He'd become Dortmund's deadliest weapon, and his crowning moment arrived in the semi-finals against Real Madrid. That April night in 2013 was nothing short of magical. Lewandowski completely dismantled Jose Mourinho's star-studded Real Madrid, scoring not 1, not 2, but 4 goals in a single match. Each goal was pure artistry, a clinical close-range finish, a clever turn and strike, a thunderous rocket, and a composed penalty to seal the deal. It wasn't luck, it was a masterclass in finishing that left one of Europe's strongest defenses shell-shocked. That unforgettable night didn't just punch Dortmund's ticket to the Champions League final, it cemented Lewandowski's status as one of Europe's elite forwards. Scoring 4 goals in a Champions League semi-final was unheard of and remains unmatched to this day. Though Dortmund fell short in the final, narrowly losing to Bayern Munich, Lewandowski's legacy from that campaign was unstoppable. Lewandowski's journey at Dortmund was more than just about goals. It was a transformation under Klopp's mentorship. He honed his technical skills, sharpened his movement, and became a master of exploiting defensive weaknesses. Whether pressuring defenders into mistakes or finishing with surgical precision, he evolved into a complete forward. By the time he left Dortmund in 2014, Lewandowski wasn't just a Bundesliga star. He was a world-class striker ready to dominate on football's grandest stage. Robert Lewandowski in 2014, donning the Bayern Munich journey for the first time. Few could have predicted the juggernaut he'd become, dominating the European football scene like no other. Fast forward to the 2019-20 season, and Lewandowski wasn't just breaking records, he was rewriting the definition of greatness. That season, Bayern Munich achieved the ultimate dream, a historic treble, clinching the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and Champions League titles. And at the heart of it all, Lewandowski leading the charge with an unforgettable campaign. What made this treble truly legendary? Well, Lewandowski pulled off something no one had ever done before, finishing as the top scorer in all 3 competitions. Yeah, you read that right, dominating not 1 or 2, but all 3. The Champions League was his playground, where he netted an astonishing 15 goals in just 11 games, outscoring every player in the tournament. From the group stage to the knockouts, Lewandowski was unstoppable. Who could forget his 4-goal blitz in just 14 minutes against Cervena Zvezda? That was history in the making, marking the fastest quadruple in Champions League history. And he didn't stop there. Lewandowski delivered when it mattered most. Against Chelsea in the round of 16, Barcelona in the quarterfinals, and Lyon in the semi-finals. He was a nightmare for defenders, a force of nature the team simply couldn't contain. The only match he didn't score in, the final against PSG. But even then, Bayern lifted the trophy, and Lewandowski's contributions throughout the campaign couldn't be overstated. His efforts cemented his place as the first Bayern player to top the Champions League scoring charts, a feat that put him alongside club legends like Gerd Müller and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. But let's be clear, Lewandowski's brilliance wasn't just about goals. He was the engine of Bayern's attack, creating chances, linking up play, and making everyone around him better. Under Hansi Flick's leadership, he was the beating heart of a fearsome attacking force, a player who could change the game with or without the ball. And just when you thought his season couldn't get more impressive, Lewandowski ended the 2019-20 with a jaw-dropping 55 goals across all competitions. That's right, he outscored Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, two of the greatest players of all time. Fans and experts alike hailed him as the MVP of Bayern's treble-winning squad, with many dubbing him the best player in the world that year. Even the cancellation of the Ballon d'Or due to the pandemic couldn't diminish his dominance. In the eyes of millions, he'd already won it. To sum it up, the 2019-20 season wasn't just a great year for Lewandowski, it was a masterclass in how to lead a team to glory. From his record-breaking goals to his all-round impact on the pitch, Lewandowski etched his name into football history, not just as a Bayern icon, but as one of the greatest strikers the game has ever seen. This was his legacy in full display, a season no football fan will ever forget. When it comes to Champions League hat-tricks, Robert Lewandowski dominates. With an astonishing 6 career hat-tricks, he's in elite company alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. But here's where Lewandowski separates himself from the pack. He's the only player to achieve hat-tricks with 3 different clubs: Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and now Barcelona. That's right, defenders across Europe have been left chasing shadows, no matter the jersey he's wearing. Let's rewind to 2022, a round of 16 clash against RB Salzburg. Lewandowski didn't just score, he made history. In only 23 minutes, he bagged a hat-trick, becoming the fastest player to do so from the opening whistle in Champions League history. 2 goals came from ice-cold penalties, and just moments later, he capitalized on a defensive error to seal his masterpiece. It wasn't just a performance, it was a statement. That night, defenders learned the hard way why Lewandowski is every backline's worst nightmare. What makes Lewandowski's hat-tricks truly special isn't just the numbers, it's the ruthless precision and the game-changing impact. Whether it's tearing teams apart in the group stages or delivering clutch performances in the knockout rounds, Lewandowski always shows up when it matters most. Remember his Champions League debut hat-trick for Barcelona against Victoria Pleasant in 2022? Pure class. Oh, and did we mention he's the first player to score Champions League hat-tricks for 3 different clubs? Talk about a history maker. Robert Lewandowski is a force of nature, rewriting the script on what's possible in European football. Every time he steps on the pitch, it's a warning to defenders. You're not just facing a player, you're facing a phenomenon. And when Lewandowski is in the mood, there's no stopping him. The Polish goal machine isn't just breaking records, he's obliterating them with style. His latest masterpiece? Joining the ultra-exclusive club of players to reach 100 Champions League goals. That's right, Lever now sits alongside the legendary Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the kicker, Lewandowski hit his century in just 125 games, faster than Ronaldo, who needed 137, and just 2 games behind Messi's 123. Oh, and let's talk efficiency. Lewandowski boasts the best goals per game ratio among the trio, with an unreal 0.81 compared to Messi's 0.79 and Ronaldo's 0.77. And he didn't achieve this feat with one club either. He crushed defenses for Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, and now Barcelona. That's versatility at its finest. And if you think age is slowing him down, think again. Lewandowski is defying the clock, proving he's like fine wine, getting better with time. After turning 30, he's scored a staggering 52 Champions League goals in just 53 games. For perspective, Messi has 35, while Ronaldo needed 68 games to rack up that number. Lewandowski makes it look easy. His victims? A who's who of football's elite. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Napoli, no team is safe. His favorite targets? Cruzena Vazeda and Benfica, each conceding 7 goals to his relentless brilliance. And let's not forget the nights that solidified his legend. 4 goals in a single Champions League game, not once, but twice. First against Mourinho's Real Madrid in 2013 with Dortmund, and again in 2019 for Bayern against Cruzena Vazeda. These are moments etched in football history. Lewandowski's Champions League journey is a story of consistency, adaptability, and insatiable hunger to be the best. Now at 36, leading the line for Barcelona in an expanded Champions League format, the stage is set for him to keep rewriting the record books. When Lewandowski steps onto the pitch, it's his playground, and the Champions League, that's his personal theatre of dreams. Defenders, consider this your warning. When Lewandowski Lewandowski's about, there's nowhere to hide. Robert Lewandowski. The name alone sends shivers down the spine of every Champions League defense. Known for his jaw-dropping comebacks, electrifying hat-tricks, and relentless pursuit of records, Lewandowski creates moments that define football history. The question isn't if he'll break records this season, it's how many. Will it be another unforgettable hat-trick? A new milestone that leaves us speechless? One thing's for sure, you don't want to miss a second of it. Hit that subscribe button and follow the journey of one of football's greatest legends.